they actually create what we call a perimeter in order to contain the fire. And then that fire retardant, of course, is fertilizers to help revitalize the forest after the fire has gone.
You know, one of the important jobs in the on tanker base is the gal or guy who loads the retardant into the aircraft. That retardant is usually kind of a red slurry, and quite often they'll keep the engines running when they're loading up the retardant, and you can always tell the person loading the mud, as it's called, they're covered in red spots. It was probably one of the worst jobs you can have on tanker base. I have to go on tanker base at Fort Nelson and in Cranbrook. Fort Nelson was a lot of fun. What a great area. All right, we see the Electra is just passing down here, part of the Alberta Sustainable Resources Development Air Tanker Program. That's 12 primary and 2 secondary air tanker bases throughout Alberta's forest protection area. 9 air tanker groups with aircraft contracted from Conair Aviation of Abbotsford, British Columbia, and Airdrie of Red Deer, Alberta. Bird Dog user, the Grand Caravan and the Turbo Commander 690, as you see here today, and air tanker type, the Electra L-188, and you see taxiing in front of you right now, the Convair 580, the L-215, and the Air Tracker 802, both on wheel and amphibious.
We're ready to go to the cockpit.
All right, thank you, sir.
At the controls of Tanker 485, that's the great big 4-engined aircraft, is Captain Ken Buchanan. His first officer today is Alan Kupal. The smaller aircraft, that's the Turbo Commander. At the controls is Captain Christelle Fairbank. Her air attack officer today is Bob Petit. Christelle comes from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And the Bird Dog is off the ground. And very shortly here, we'll see the Electra start its takeoff roll. From the right, Tanker 485. And while we launch Tanker 485, we'd like to mention that Team Rocket is at the autograph booth right now, so make sure you make your way over there and meet Ken Fowler and Eric Hansen. Tell them what a great job they did today.
And of course, make sure you have your official autograph or official souvenir airshow program. And we're going to turn up the radio here so we can listen in to the communication between the Bird Dog aircraft as well as the Lockheed Electra.
Yes, no it wasn't.
Now, I'd also like to point out that that siren is...
That's your final line here. 3, 2, 1. Bombs away now. Target elevation 3,800. Exit will be straight out to the right. Good Alaska.
And there's the call. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here it comes, our fire drop for today. From Airspray. That looked great. Now what's going to happen is the Bird Dog will come around and 40,000 pounds of fire retardant. Each engine produces about 4,000 horsepower for a total of 16,000. You just do your math, 4 engines times...
it's a lot.
It's a lot. That's right. Times 4,000 horsepower. The Bird Dog, by the way, cruises at 260 knots or 482 kilometers per hour. And when it's coming in to target where the fire bomber is to drop its load, you're looking at 232 kilometers an hour. It stalls at about 77 knots and loiters around the fire area at about 160 knots. Needs about 3,000 feet to land and take off. And of course, it is a Turbo Commander. Has about 700 to 800 horsepower. You need the twin turbines in order to keep up with the Electra. All right, on short final, here comes the Electra, just about to touch down. And the pilots reversing the pitch on the propellers. These aircraft do not actually have reverse thrusters. They just reverse the pitch on the propellers to reverse the direction of the airflow from the propellers, and that's what helps the aircraft slow